Welcome back, hodlers. Today we're going to be talking about Cardano and a couple of other altcoins, just honorable mentions because we've had a huge altcoin pump in the last 24 hours. It's been crazy looking at the charts. Finally, I'm off work and finally I can go ahead and make a video. Before we get into it, go ahead and give me a like. It really helps share these videos out, and also subscribe to not miss any more crypto content. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. The first bit of news is Cardano has released the NFT, which is a non-fungible token of appreciation, to what I understand. I think the big difference here is it doesn't require smart contracts to go live, but the Cardano Foundation did tweet this out. Now, I think there's a way, if any of you guys want to dig this out and figure out if you're an NFT buff in any way, I think there's a way to earn some NFTs. So if you do, contribute to the progress of the blockchain, but I'm not quite sure of exactly how that works. But ultimately, this shows that more and more token types are coming onto the system and are distinctly different than what Ethereum is currently doing because it doesn't require a smart contract to make live. Cardano's price did skyrocket approximately 20%, give or take or so. It is down a little bit from the $1.90 that it was at a little earlier. So obviously we got rejected at $1.90, but this is still an incredible price. Now, just a couple of videos ago, I did say that I think Cardano is going to reach back to its all-time highs in short order as long as the bull market keeps going, as long as we keep on this Bitcoin tear. That was maybe a week ago that I had mentioned that. And again, that's proven to be correct that Cardano is on that tear and is going back down to that $2.50 mark, or up, I should say. But Cardano has definitely pushed through, and again, it got rejected right at the $1.90, but we will take a look at the charts when we get into it. Now, you might notice too on this channel, I don't really talk about Fibonacci's, and you can see that Fibonacci's are detailed here. I think, in my opinion on Fibonacci's are a great tool to assess crashes and assess pumps after the fact. But in my opinion, it's probably not the best tool for analysis and prediction. So that's my thing about Fibonacci's. Of course, a lot of people still use it. I just take anything with the Fibonacci with a grain of salt, but it's good to at least see the Fibonacci laid out after something has happened in the market. And the total crypto market was sitting at $2 trillion. Right now, it's currently at roughly $1.9 trillion. Still a lot, 100 billion. It seems like a lot to you and me, but trust me, in terms of the market, 100 billion is nothing. So the crypto market did go back up to the $2 trillion mark. I think all-time high was 2.7 trillion. I could be wrong. It could be a little bit more, could be a little bit less. But we did see that pump. And a lot of that did come, of course, Bitcoin kicking off the whole fun that everyone experienced. But a lot of it did come from Ethereum. Ethereum was completely on a tear, most likely because of the London hard fork and a bunch of other things that were happening with Ethereum. So obviously that drove up the price. And Ethereum roughly hit 3270 at its all-time high. And a couple other tokens have actually pumped: BNB, XRP, and Polkadot. And you guys know that I'm bullish on all three of those. So let's take a look at the chart, then we'll go into some of the other altcoins after Cardano, but this is a Cardano video, so let's talk about Cardano. Cardano is currently sitting at $1.86, and we still have our trend lines from our last video here. So I do have that line of support that we drew, the line, the bare bones, where Cardano could have dropped to, and obviously it did rebound off of that and has made a decisive move up over the last couple of days. This candle was a shocker, and then this candle was a continuation of that shocker, pushing up to that $1.90 mark. Now, again, I talked about where it could go, and I think it could go back to its all-time highs at around $2.40, if not a little bit higher. And again, these are near-term predictions as long as Bitcoin continues on the path that is currently going. But while Bitcoin is also on this path, Ethereum is making a decisive move up. All gas, no brakes for Ethereum. It's literally just climbed and climbed and climbed throughout this whole time. And this is a good reason why a lot of altcoins are pumping, because typically if Ethereum does well, money flows into Ethereum and then moves into altcoins, maybe more so than money flowing into Bitcoin and moving into altcoins. If you're new to this market, you're going to notice that very quick. Once Bitcoin does pump, then altcoins, larger cap altcoins will go first, and then smaller microcaps. So we most likely will see some pumps of microcaps soon. I've already seen some microcaps pump, but we will see a lot of microcaps pump as the market becomes healthier and healthier. So with Cardano at $1.87, how's it faring up to the BTC and Ethereum evaluations? So let's take a look. First, we're going to take a look at ADA BTC. So ADA BTC did go on a little bit of a decline with the decline of Bitcoin. Obviously, that makes sense. And now it's at a clear pump. So nothing really crazy that's happening within this chart that we really need to make note of. We did say that most likely we will eventually go up. Once you're so oversold, there's only one place to go, right? Now with Ethereum ADA, we actually discussed this in our last video, and I discussed how low ADA is getting to the Ethereum ADA valuation. And I did say that one of two things are going to happen. Either Ethereum's going to chill out or Cardano's going to pump way past that value and break out of this downtrend, which it is decisively doing. And again, I haven't pre-prepared any of this. This was all from the last video that we did maybe a week ago, and when we discussed this. So exactly what is happening, we've hit this kind of low, and now Cardano has kind of made that move up to then reach higher values compared to the Ethereum chart. And that is incredibly bullish for Cardano because Ethereum is actively pumping right now. Ethereum's not relaxed in any way. Again, Ethereum's just been all gas, no brakes, and we take a look at that here. So even amidst this big pump, Cardano is still making a huge value jump because, in my opinion, Cardano was definitely undervalued, and it's definitely playing on the news of the Alonzo hard fork and everything else that's happening with Cardano. There's a lot of bullish news for Cardano, and a lot of investors are now opening their eyes to what Cardano could be. So there's going to be a lot of dApps coming out too, a lot of projects that are going to come out in the near term for Cardano and for the late term, right? So you just got to make sure that you're paying attention to a lot of those things coming through and catching any opportunities that you could catch. And it is like super, super hot in this room. So this is what it is. I do have AC, but it's way too loud to play while I'm recording a video. So the struggles that I do for you guys, give me a like. But going into some of the other crypto market, one token that I'm incredibly bullish on, and you guys know if you're a long-term subscriber here, then you know the bulk of my portfolio is actually XRP. I don't talk about XRP a lot on this channel, mainly because of how much hate XRP gets. But you can see that it is taking clear advantage of this pump as well, pumping alongside KSM, Cardano, and a couple of other tokens. So we definitely see clear moves happening within the crypto market. And even when you take a look at CoinGecko and you're able to see exactly what's happening, you're able to spot exactly which tokens are on a clear pump. So you can see right now it's XRP. We have Cardano on a clear rise. We have the Binance token. And we have a couple of others like Chainlink. Polygon Matic is on a tear. So we do see some of the lower caps now waking up and now pumping. Also, VeChain is another one that's kind of increased a little bit. Definitely 34% in the last 7 days is a great increase. The crypto market cap is sitting at $1.9 trillion, which is a huge rise over the last couple of weeks. This has definitely been a nice bullish trend, a reversal from what's been happening within cryptocurrency. And you can see that a lot of lively actions are happening now within the systems. There's a lot of new news. A lot of people are getting interested again in cryptocurrency. I even noticed a huge drop in viewer base based in the lull. So it's kind of weird thinking that maybe my channel is dipping when cryptocurrency is dipping. But if you think about it, all these markets are psychology. It makes complete sense. These markets will go down when human interest is low. So when the market is down, when the market does crash, people gave up. People started going outside, people started relaxing and leaving crypto alone for a little bit, and now the return to the bull market is here. Well, it's imminent, and again, we're still waiting on that decisive move to 52,000 for Bitcoin, but again, it's looking really bullish, so I'm not going to shit on anyone's parade. Everything's looking pretty good right now. But we do see a lot of good things happening. Again, Cardano is sitting at that $1.86, $1.88 mark basically all day, and I do think in near term, we are going to see that $2.40 ADA. Now, I do think my price prediction for this bull market is a little bit different. I do think that we could probably see between $5 to $8 for Cardano based on what the system is, based on the value of the actual system. And we've seen Cardano make similar moves before. We know there's a lot of hype around Cardano. And once we have smart contracts, it starts entering the position that Polkadot finds itself in, or even Ethereum. So we have a lot of bullish things happening for Cardano, a lot of turning of the corner here. Everyone that was complaining about the slow updates, finally they're getting the updates that they waited on. And now we're getting that price move that we've all wanted. But that's it for me. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my AC, get out of here. If you did like this video, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more crypto news and content, and of course, happy hodling.